Let's see. Why is it frozen? What's happening? Shit. Why is this? What's happening? Oh, and now we're back. Hold on. Hey, there we go. Man, what was happening there? Super weird. Like oddly frozen for a moment, but we fixed it. Yay. Ta-da! Yeah, I was working on. Oops, I'm taller than I need be. That's just weird. Hi everybody. First of all, thanks everybody for the love over the last well, a couple of years, but specifically during the last 24 hours. Chud is at the animal ER still. She stayed overnight. She's now she's by the end of this afternoon, she's going to be a $3,000 cat. But we got our fingers crossed that she'll be okay. Wish us luck. Yeah. I'm thank you, Luis. That's really sweet. Pet insurance is important. Yes, we're looking into that since we have 5 cats. Yeah. I'm doing okay. I will say that, like, walking downstairs this morning to feed Chud and Chip together, and then Chud's not there, it was rough. And then every time I come down the steps, like, she sits. Chud has her little place on the couch. We have a little blanket we put on the couch so she could sleep on it without covering, the entire couch in Chud fur. And she was, when she's not on it, when she's not on it, when normally I'm like, oh, okay, she's up and ambulatory. That's a good thing because she's an old cat and it's nice that she's up and moving around. But, she's at the hospital right now. So I walk down and I look down and, there's nothing on her blanket. And the rest, yesterday when she was having a problem, she was really, okay, so she's a short nose. She's always been snotty. Just, wheezing. She mouth breathes sometimes, and it's made her throat kind of like dilated over time because it's really, you could tell when she's doing it, she's having a hard time. She breathes in through her nose, but she breathes out through her mouth, and her little side lips, like Wilford Brimley, she goes like that. And we know she's having a rough one then. So I get her up and I move her around, and then she kind of, being active, she'll, her breathing returns to normal. Yeah, short nose is always going to be an issue. So, needless to say, it was getting worse over a couple of days, and we're like, we were getting pretty nervous for her. And then, so we took her to the vet, the regular vet, the ish vet, not the emergency room, to get her either looked at just to make sure she, maybe she needs antibiotics. Maybe they know. Thank you so much, Pam. That's really sweet. Thanks for the support, guys. It's really, really lovely. Anyways, so they gave her an antibiotic and a probiotic, which, of course, I used to have a joke that my friend was on antibiotics and he took a probiotic and he fucking exploded. And like that. Thank you, Cheryl. You guys. Wait, why is there someone in the backyard? Right. If I have to run off and punch somebody, be prepared. Unless Summer just went, well, Chud's not feeling well, we're fostering a dog. Yeah, like boom, explode. So, yes. Thank you, Joyce. Yeah, we were all planning on saving up for fixing computer stuff, and Chud's the computer. So we're gonna have to have like a Chud cam at some point. Anyways, it's a cat burglar. Get out of here. So, by the way, if I may, let's see. In this guy, yeah, it's not. Let me pop you in here. Hi, chat room. Oh, look, there's a thing over my forehead, and it's the wrong camera too, because I get that it's all washed out and broken. So, needless to say, bink, bink. There we go. Hey, there I am. Needless to say, she's worth it, and we love Chud, and we're worried, and but when we got her the antibiotics, gave her the antibiotic, and about 20 minutes, they said watch them because sometimes they have an intestinal issue with it, or they, it upsets, and she started hacking, and it was bad. Her belly started to fill up with air because she was gulping air, which can cause bloat and can kill your cat in like a half an hour. That was worrying me. So Summer had gone to get some, like, she's got kidney issues because she's old. So she went to get her some kidney appropriate food, cat food. And while she was gone, I was just like, she's not going to make it. So I called the doctor, had him refer us to the vet emergency room, scooped her up, and drove her there while she was basically near unable to breathe on the ride over, which was the scariest part because, you read this thing like bloat in an animal can, in a cat specifically, dogs have it, and it can, where their gut fills with air, and it can kill them, but it takes a few days. You can let it go on a dog longer, because especially if they're bigger dogs. But on a cat, it can kill them in a half an hour. And she was like, her belly was like a balloon. And so I was doing everything I can to try and get her to like either fart and move some of the air around, or be able to breathe by lifting her chest up so that her lungs don't get compressed, because that's what happens. They get bloat, compresses their organs, and then they can't breathe, and then you go. So, but because I was home by myself, I was like, I had to make a decision, throw her in the carrier, get her to the hospital, or try to maintain her there until till summer comes, and then I can sit in the passenger side keeping her awake and whatever. So it was a crazy ride. So I literally was driving over there with the cat carrier with the door open, just kind of like petting her and talking to her. And then I got her to the emergency room, and they just scooped her right in, put her on oxygen, and then we got, that was it. That was right after I popped on at 4:00. We gave her the antibiotic right before I did family FaceTime, and then she started having the problem right there as I was setting up to do yesterday's show, and then she started going through this, and so it just got increasingly worse. So that's why I hopped off and I had to go take care of her. So thank you guys for being understanding in that regard. But I had to. It didn't take much longer. It was right after, maybe 4:30, about 10 minutes after I left you guys, I just had to scoop her up and head to the hospital. And we got back from the animal hospital 9:30 last night, almost 10 o'clock. So it was a long one. Yeah. So, yeah. So anyways, that's the current state of affairs. We're I rescued her. I rescued her twice. For those of you who don't know, Chud was a formerly feral cat. She was feral, and she lived under my house in Venice in the crawl space with a family of possums. They had divided up. I'm not kidding. There was a family of possums under my house on one side, and then on the other side. Sorry, Denise. I'm sorry if I missed you guys. I will make up for it. I'll add extra shows. And so Chud lived in the, if you're facing the back of my house, is a little 2-bedroom, old 1960s house in Venice with a guest house where I used to do the Ustream show in the old days. And Chud lived on the left side, which was smaller because there was concrete foundation. So she had a little area. And then on the right side was the possums, whole family of possums, enormous. The mama possum was this big, huge. Sometimes it would be up the tree, and you'd see its eyes, if light hit it, just the spookiest fucking thing. And she'd have her babies clinging to her, so she looked like a monster. But she was fine. They would come and go. We also had a raccoon the size of a dog and 2 crows. The crows became friends that's another story for another time. But as I was trying to coax Chud out from under the house and turn her into a house cat, which was very difficult, it took almost 2 years. I would feed her shredded cat food, like the wet food, and I would put it out and try to get her closer and closer to me. And she would eat some of it, and then she would run away. And then I would take the rest of it, and I would put it on this table while I would sit there and read and watch if she would come out, just to make her comfortable with me. I would do all my reading outside, so that if Chud walked out in the yard and saw me, she knew not to be afraid. And these two crows that lived in the neighborhood would fly over and eat what was left of the cat food on the table, like right next to me. I can't get this fucking cat to come out and be my friend, but these crows are like, "What's up, man?" And they're literally sitting right here. I was like, I have two pet crows. That's kind of badass. They were lovely. So, feral cats need to be around domestic cats. Well, I didn't have another cat at the time, so she was a loner, and we did pretty well. So, that said, it's the wrong thing. Okay, hold on. Yeah, there we go. Eventually, obviously, she became a house cat, and when and then we moved her here, and she's been here ever since. She's completely domesticated at this point. Although I will say, when we were taking her to the vet yesterday, before she got her checkup, the window was down because we were letting her have fresh air, and she put her paws up on the windowsill when we stopped at one point, and she's like, "I might just jump and get the fuck out of here because I'm not sure I like you guys." So, needless to say, crows make good friends. I agree. Oh, possums are ugly. Thank you, somebody who actually says it properly. As a Kentuckian, it's opossum. You're right. But anyways, I'm turning into a crazy cat person. I am not. No. I'm just like, we have, we're taking, sorry. Just heard and is very, very upset. She said, to take this to retreat fun. She hopes Chud feels better. Thank you so much, Spicy Dragon. Thank your Shih Tzu, Coco. All right. Thanks, Coco. So, anyways, that's what's going on, kids. So it helps to be able to do a show and hang with you guys. I can't change when we're gonna know and what we're gonna know. So I'm, stoic optimism being, is being tested, as it is, and it should be, and it's holding up very strongly. And also, Trader John's asking, how old is Chud? We think she's 13. We don't know, because she was full size when I got her. She was a full size cat under the house. So I don't know if she was a year old or 3 years old or what. So we don't know. I need to make a playground for my pets. The whole house is their playground. I barely live here. I have like 3 places that are mine. We have 5 cats currently. We have Chud, who is the oldest. We have Chip, who is the newest. We have Molly, the feral that lost her tail and was, basically, I don't know if she was run over by a car and kicked by a mean person, but she's been through a lot. She's very reticent to come out, but she's very sweet. She drools when she purrs and you pet her. It's really sweet. And then Murphy and Maddie, which are like Summer got as a pair, kind of like one right after the other. When she used to have 2 cats, Charlie and Lucy, and they were both like 20 years old when they died. So she replaced them with those cats or whatever. So we have 2 ferals, a foster fail, and 2 adoptees. So that's it. So thanks, guys. You guys are being very sweet. I appreciate it. It's, there's a lot of sticker shock in these situations, as many of you know. So it means a lot. Shall we jump into our trendages this morning and do a show? Oh, I don't have any buttons because my thing won't work for some odd reason. It's very odd. I have to do it manually. It's so sad. Here we go. There are a couple of things that are popping up. And by the way, hashtag we love Chud. Period. End of story. Okay. This is, by the way, Vegas Golden Knights 2. Way to go, Vegas Golden Knights 2. TruthGPT is trending because Musk tweeted, we need TruthGPT instead of ChatGPT. Blah, blah. Okay. And part of that is because they believe that it's too left-leaning, because I guess, I don't know, it won't use South African racial epithets. I don't know what's upsetting him about it. Or because it's going, the best information so far is that we have, that we can, I guess, expect, hold on, like the chat itself, it's run on, and I understand why you would not want your brand new AI to just be the biggest prick in town all of a sudden, because it's just that's not good, not helpful, not healthy, not smart. I don't know. These guys are very angry that it can't be cruel. But that's why it came up today. And I would like to remind everyone, if I may, I'm flopping some stuff around so that I can use this. But let's take a look at it, shall we? This is the tweets that keep coming up. Is this business right here? Is what we need is TruthGPT. Okay, couple of things. See this tweet right here? It's the top tweet in this one. I earlier clicked on, there's these really fun things. See this right here? See that? This tweet is not helpful. This tweet's not helpful. And mute and block. There you go. Okay, so my feeling is that if you mute or block Elon Musk, he'll put you on a list, especially if you're a blue check mark like myself. There would be retribution if you mute or block him. So this is the easiest solution is this guy right here. Dink. Look at that. And magically, thanks for offering your feedback. Well, and Twitter's conducting research to improve search. Choose the option that best. This tweet isn't relevant. This tweet isn't credible. Yeah, I like that one. Anyways, he is gaming the algorithm to make it so that you have to see his stuff. And you have the power to game it right back. So I recommend that you do. I'm just saying, might be a good strategy. Also, when it comes to, and we'll see if one comes up, I guess we'd have to go to like regular feed and try to find one in here where there's a, you guys with your lovely cat pictures and stuff. Everybody's sending their cat love because of Chud. Thanks, guys. I got to do a show. I can't get all teared up and yeah. Come join Mama's Boy Day. Thanks, Robert. I'm trying to find one where there's an ad in here somewhere. I guess we'll scroll down through this stuff. Yeah, in the For You. Anyways, if you see an ad, where's one? There's got to be one in here. By the way, for some reason, Twitter thinks I need a bunch of Misha Collins in my life. I don't have anything against the dude, but I honest to God don't know what's up. Oh, look at this. I clicked on the news trend. This page doesn't exist. Try searching for something else. That's great. Twitter, you're doing a bang up job today, Twitter. That's a great job. Yeah, good stuff. Anyways, in the ads, if we run across one, you guys point it out to me and I'll do it. But there's these three dots right over here. If I can move this over here, you'll see these three dots right here. This is the problem I have. You click on this guy, and it says, "Not interested in this," or "This trend is harmful or spammy." If you clicked on those, presumably, it would go away, and you wouldn't have to see it again because you're not interested in that, and you also think it's bad. One or the other, or both, either or both. If I click on "not interested in this," like this, and it says, "Thanks, refresh the page and to update these trends." Then I refresh the page. It will give me the 2 times in here. Yeah, so swapped over. Let's see if it works finally. Hold on. Reloading it. Okay, it's gone temporarily. We'll see if it comes back. Excellent. MySpace is trending. Keep an eye out. If I go back and it's there again, I'm going to be aggravated. But why is MySpace trending other than it was really fun and we were mean? Also, interestingly enough, we can add Jeffree Star hating on non-binary people to his ever-growing list of bigotry. He's discussing here coming straight out of his mouth. I'm not exaggerating. why? I mean, I don't like. I mean, I've never been interested in anything Jeffree Star has to say. I mean, it's amazing that folks like that get these weird kind of like platforms because of 13-year-olds that boost their shit. Um, but but again, well, I mean, we don't have time to unpack a can of worms that fucking size. I was years old when I learned MySpace still exists. Of course, we know it still exists. It's just for music now, almost entirely, which is weird because I would drop the Y and call it M space and just have it be the music space and blah blah blah. Again, if it's supposed to be, never have I ever retro edition. Oh, which is like use a rotary phone, floppy disk, typewriter, taking photos with a film camera, music on a CD, cassette tape, vinyl record, Walkman, boombox, VHS, send or receive a fax, had a MySpace account, at AOL email address, access the internet by dial-up, phone book, postcard, paper map, owned a dictionary, encyclopedia, paid for something with a paper check. I mean, like, for fuck's sake, like, all of the above. I think the only one is that I didn't have an AOL email address because I had like a Netscape or I had an Earthlink account. How about that? Twitter could be the next. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so that's why. So Jeffree Star's on MySpace because they've been drummed off of he's been drummed off of every fucking other platform by his own followers, I suppose. Uncle Bernie, I guess, is people. Oh, I don't know what that was. All right. Look at Uncle Bernie wearing the Libs equivalent of the MAGA hat. No, he's just an older dude. I don't know what this picture's situation is. Uncle Bernie with the OnlyFans. All right, I guess that's the entirety of it. One Bernie, and a bunch of OnlyFans accounts. All right, sure, okay, cool. There we go. Hashtag has me really confused. I mean, that could be any number of things. That in and of itself. I mean, this license plate is loved or I sharded. All right, sure. Sometimes my 8 a.m. before your 9 to 5, 7 a.m. on your day off. Right. Oh, my pets, they're both adopted. Oh, that's cute. Look at them. They're color favors. That's sweet. Welcome to adulthood. You get mad when they rearrange the grocery store now. Oh, dear God. That's just mean. Yeah, so it's just a series of people making sillies. Okay, good. All right. I'm for that. This is what social media should be for. Yeah. Geraldo Rivera, or is there another kind? Oh, okay. Nope. Oh, it's because baseball started. Oh, yeah. Other sports game going on. Cool. Nice. Ibushi is trending. I don't. I guess Kota Ibushi doing a slam like that off a truck, and oh, he just lands on other people. Sure. I mean, at this point, is like modern wrestling essentially just like homoerotic duet gymnastics for men? I mean, as its point, you know, and for the record, it doesn't have to be, certainly. This was always news to my gay friends that it's only homoerotic if you're gay. To everybody else, it's just whatever's going on. That's how it works. Oh, hold on. I will be right back. Wish me some luck. It's the vet. Let's see what they have to say. Hi. So that was the vet, and Chud's still slightly dehydrated, but her levels on everything are rock solid. She didn't eat this morning because she doesn't like their food, and I'm more than likely she's probably just over it at this point. We're gonna go pick her up at some point in the next hour and a half. I gotta talk to Summer about getting her. You know, whether because they gave us the option, of course, to leave her overnight one more night, but I feel like she'll be happier and healthier at home. That's my personal feeling. If she's, if she's improving, the only thing that it was interesting, the only thing that was elevated they were concerned about was her blood pressure was up this morning more than yesterday, and largely they're like that's because most cats get stressed out when they're at the hospital. I'm like, well, then that's something we can deal with here. So what we're going to do is, if you guys don't mind, I promise I will make up for these missing shows, boss. But I'm going to go, I'm going to close the show today. Make you laugh? I will, I promise. And I'm going to go get my cat and bring her home. And then we'll visit with her. I'll post some videos of Chud in a little bit once we get her. And so thank you guys for, your support and understanding and all that stuff. Yes, IRL first, exactly. And hopefully she won't be too mad at Summer and I for taking her to the awful place and leaving her there overnight. But anyways, love you guys. Appreciate your support, and I'm going to go get my cat. They were like, we can keep her. I'm like, no, you cannot. I want my cat back. This is not how it works. We will get Chud. Chud shall return. Triumphant once again. Okay, thank you guys so much. I will see you this afternoon. Regular show, all good. Everything's cool. She'll be home and resting, I have no doubt. So from this point forward, shows should be solid. Okay, love you guys. Thanks so much.